Alright, here's another video for 2HT and 2VT about a kind of difficult exercise. Exercise 21. We have this pencil, which consists of a cylinder, and then on top we have a cone there. And we need to calculate the volume of the pencil in this figure, and write down your answer in cubic centimeters. Now the volume for a cone, we already saw that over here. It's 1/3 times pi times the radius squared times height. If you don't know what the volume for a cylinder is, it's the same, but without the 1/3. So if you want to calculate the area of a cylinder, you do pi times radius squared times the height. Alright, so question A is calculate the volume of this pencil. So we're going to be calculating it in two parts, and then we're going to add them. So we're going to calculate first the the volume of the cone. Right. So we're going to be using the formula that's in the book for it. So we need to do 1/3 times pi. Let me do this 3 again. 1/3 times pi times the radius squared. Well, the diameter is 1.5, so that means that the radius is 0.75. That's half of it. Radius squared times the height, and the height for the cone is 2. So if you type this into your calculator, right, let me do that over here. Pi times 0.75 squared times 2. I got, rounded off, 1.178. In the end we need to round off to 2 decimal places, so now I'm going to round off to 3 decimal places, because then my final answer might be better. This is the volume for the cone. Now we're going to be calculating the volume for the cylinder. So the cylinder is the same formula, except for the 1/3. We don't have to do that. So it's pi times radius squared. Well, the radius for the cylinder is the same. It's also 0.75. But the height is a bit longer because it's 10, as you can see over here. So we do pi times 0.75 squared times 10. And then we have 17.67 and a 1 here. Alright, so this is the volume of the cone and the volume of the cylinder. So now we're going to write down the volume of this pencil. The volume of the pencil is when you add these two together. So I'm going to add this 1.178 to it, and I'm going to round it off to 2 decimal places. I get 18.85. And then we need to write down what measurement it is. It's cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters, and also here cubic centimeters. So this was exercise A, calculate the volume of the pencil. Now we go to exercise B, which is really difficult. First we're going to read it. It says the pencil is made out of wood with a density of 0.9 grams per cubic centimeter. So what this means, density, I don't know if you already had that with physics, but it means how much something weighs. So 1 cubic centimeter weighs 0.9 grams. Right? So 2 cubic centimeters would weigh 1.8 grams. Yeah. Now lead is heavier than wood. That's why it has a higher density, because it says the volume of the lead is 2.3 cubic centimeters, and that density is 1.2 grams per cubic centimeter. Now we need to calculate the weight in grams of this pencil, and we need to round it off to 1 decimal place. Alright, so the first thing that we need to know is how much wood is there and how much lead is there. Otherwise we can't calculate the weight. So we have wood and we have lead. Lead is already given. That's 2.3 cubic centimeters. So that's nice. So the only thing we have to do is take the 18.85 and we subtract 2.3, because then we know how much wood you have, which is 16.55 cubic centimeters. So now we can calculate what the weight is of that. The lead weighs 1.2 grams per cubic centimeter. So you just do 2.3 times 1.2, and then I have 2.76 grams. So what happened here is I multiplied it with 1.2, because that's the density for lead. The density for wood is different, because in the question says that wood weighs 0.9 grams per cubic centimeter. So we take 16.55 and we multiply it with 0.9, and then we have 14.9 grams. So the total weight equals, when you add these two and then round it off to 1 decimal place. So we're going to do 14.9 plus 2.76 and then round it off to 1 decimal place. It would be 17.7 grams, which isn't that heavy. Yeah. Right, so this was the video for exercise 21. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.